I'm back. What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Brent, the ordinary man, the ordinary man. What I like to do, I like to inform, educate, enhance. How? Mentally, spiritually, financially, and physically. Surprise, surprise, surprise. The first thing we're about to do is a box opening. So check it out. And then what we're going to do is we're about to work on my G35, and I'm excited. And let me just break it all down what we're going to do. Okay? We got to take off the cover of the manifold, and then we're going to go to remove the air intake, and then we're going to go to the throttle body, and we're going to take that off, and then we're going to take off the upper manifold, and then we have to remove the spark plugs, and then we're going to install new spark plugs, and then we got to change all the gaskets. We're going to add a Plenum spacer, and then we're going to upgrade the throttle body from a 70 millimeter to a 75 millimeter. So I want you to see what we're doing. So check it out.
Looks like an intake piece.
Okay.
Right here. Got a hose clamp that goes with it.
Okay.
Put that in there.
All right. There you go.
And looks like.
Hold on. Open it. That. Yep. Just hit it right there.
Yep. Make sure I don't cut myself right here.
Yep.
This that'd be very bad.
Yep. Take your time.
Right.
Okay, we don't need that. That's engine mounts.
That's an engine mount. Alright.
Okay, so we put that up.
Okay, let's see what we got right here. This thing's dull.
There. There you go.
Okay. So we got. This looks like.
Oh, nope, don't need that. That's the diff.
Oh yeah, that's a diff. Alright, cool.
Cover. Just get this up. There we go. What's that?
This looks like throttle body.
Throttle body? Okay.
Yeah,
got a gasket.
Yeah, we got a gasket right there. Let's see. Be very careful. Alright, we got.
That should be the Plenum spacer.
This should be it. And we are correct on that. Looks like some brand new bolts and hardware.
And we got another gasket, right?
I believe so. Yep, right here. You want to be very careful. That thing will rip.
Okay.
Alright.
And we have that. Now that you see what we have in the boxes, now we're about to get started. So check this out. So we here, and we have Chris, the neighbor mechanic. He goes to Brennan High School, and he's about to help me tune up the G35, add a Plenum spacer, add new gaskets, upper and lower manifold gaskets, add the Plenum spacer, and then also add on a 75 millimeter throttle body.
Yeah, there you go.
So stay tuned. So now we're taking off the cover.
I haven't lost mine yet.
So right now we just connected the battery, so we can we won't short anything out. And Chris did a good job with that. Thank you. What's this called?
The mass airflow sensor.
Okay. What's this?
The PCV valves.
All right. We removed that. Okay. So now we got a couple more things to go. Stand by. We're disconnecting the clamp from the throttle body. Okay. Nope, it's not. Loosen a little bit more.
Alright, that's fully loose.
Size of that?
That's a 10 millimeter.
10 millimeter. Okay. breaking it off. All right.
Alright, we have this off right here. Mechanic like me, I got the right tool for the right job, so I can get your car going.
We're breaking loose the throttle body screws. Okay, that's good.
You want to do this in a star pattern so it doesn't warp or crack anything.
Got a smaller one?
Yeah, I got a smaller extension.
Got a smaller extension. And you hear that break? You broke it loose. Okay. And
now we're gonna go do this one.
You broke that one loose.
You don't want to remove them. You just want to break them free. And this is why you need to be strong like me.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Nope. Starting to.
Yeah.
I need to reverse it because I think I'm starting to. Okay. Let's try this again. Hose out of the way.
I don't think it's in there. It's not in there.
It's dripping. Shit.
Well, now that you see us doing this, we're pretty much not knowing what we're doing. Well, Chris knows what he's doing. He has a system. He's from Brennan High School, so he knows all what he's doing. But we're having little problems here and there. So sometimes we break screws, and we gotta use the brains. And Jeff is gonna save us. So check it out. Guyver to get it loose. But
hold on.
He's doing it again. If you just break it, we'll be in luck.
Just get pliers and grab onto the. I have a vice grip that could grip onto that. Yeah, that shit was tough to get off.
Holy fuck, that's on there.
And I put, what's the name in there? Oops. Figures it out.
Yeah, it's loose.
You got it loose.
You can get it from here, Chris. You got it from here.
Me?
Yeah. It's on. You got it?
Yeah. Thank the Lord. Ooh, that was a nightmare. Thank God it comes with new hardware.
Gotta take a.
My neighbor, Jeff, always comes to the rescue. Yes, he helped us out. Vice grips. Thank you, Jeff. Now that we got all that part, we can now access the coil pack so we can remove the spark plug. So check this out. Now, Chris is a little smarter than usual because, he is studying to be a mechanic. So he's going to do some things. So check it out. And we finally got that one bolt that was giving us problems. We learned something. We got to be more cautious on removing brass hexagon bolts.
Nothing falls into the engine because there's all this debris that's on top of the engine. If it falls into the engine, that could cause internal engine damage because it's rubbing on the piston rings, therefore destroying your engine. So we're going to spray all this with compressed air so your engine's safe. See that?
Yeah.
That will fall into your engine.
Probably want to go over here.
Yeah.
over there. Now we're just unscrewing all the screws of the Plenum spacer, or what's that?
The top intake manifold.
Top intake manifold. Now we're starting the tune-up process. We're taking off our first coil pack. All right, coil pack looks pretty good. Inspecting it. And then we're just gonna do these three right here. We're gonna take the spark plug out, and then we're gonna put the new ones in. Chris got the first spark plug. So is that bad? Good? What is that, Chris?
It looks like a good spark plug. Obviously, you know, it's used. It looks crappy, but it looks like a good used plug. If there are some like deposits on here, then obviously it would be bad, but this doesn't look good. The gap looks good, but if it was too far in or too far out, that means that it's
So
really
what about
bad.
the oil stain?
That's from the carbon deposits from when the combustion happens from the fuel being burnt up, but this isn't anything really significant. This is a good use plugged.
All right, thank you. Being the master of it, it's like I really appreciate them helping me out because I'm doing it, but I'm not doing it. Okay, now it was a struggle, you know. It took us great minds to come together, but you know me, I gotta use my Joker card. I gotta always use a Joker card, so I called a master mechanic to come and just oversee us to make sure we do everything right. So I just want you to see that, you know, I'm kind of concerned about the car, but at the end of the day, I trust Chris, but I just want to just have that check and balance. So I had to call my Joker. I had to place my Joker. So my Joker comes out and he just oversees everything. But at the end of the day, Chris did a hell of a job. We're starting on the passenger side.
The punk side.
And the coil pack is stuck. So we're trying to get it out. And we're trying to figure it out.
Hold on.
Hold on
I need
a
to
second.
turn it. Okay, bring
This side has been a pain because the wire does not, this main harness right there all the way around,
It doesn't really flex
it
much.
doesn't really flex much. So we're having problems trying to get to it.
Torque wrench.
Gotcha.
So you
Hey.
actively have what?
Got the third spark plug in.
You
Doing real good. Chris is doing a good job. Now he's hand tightening it. And now we're gonna pretty soon torque it. Alright, doing a tight torque and wait to that sound. There we go. 20 pounds. Now we're taking the bottom plenum gasket off. Right?
Yep, that's correct. Here's the old one right here.
So now we're cleaning out. I'm not getting you. Now I'm cleaning. We're cleaning out the lower plenum and the upper plenum, getting all the stuff out, and we also cleaned that out. Okay. Did you remember which way that goes?
This plate right here that's holding down the gasket. We gotta torque this down inside out, so this will go right here. These two middle ones, and then here, and then here. Then we gotta go right here, and then right here.
What's the pound torque?
Yeah, you gotta do 40 inch-pounds for the first tightening sequence. Then it's 80, and then it's 100.
Good job.
This is called tightening it down in the torque sequence. In the manual, also you could search it online. So that is 40 inch-pounds. Now we're gonna go to my website right here, which is ADAT.com. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna type in 80 inch-pounds, which is 6 foot-pounds. So we're gonna tighten it more.
Are you gonna use a torque thing?
Yeah, you got your torque wrench, and then you set it down to 5 foot-pounds. It's really 6. So set to 6 inch-pounds. And tighten the sequence shown.
How you know which one you do?
It's shown on that sequence on the internet.
Okay.
That's one. 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's 6. So we're gonna search right here, and now it's gonna be 100 inch-pounds. Hold on, let me retype that again. So now it's 8 foot-pounds. We're gonna go over here to our torque wrench. Set to 8 foot-pounds. Tighten it. Do the same sequence over again. Alright, so now we're putting the Plenum spacer on the intake. The reason why we're doing this is because we're adding a 75mm throttle body on there. The reason why we put the spacer on there is because we create more volume of air in the intake, so it doesn't choke while it's going through the throttle body down into the engine. So therefore, it won't choke and mess up your tune. So right here it says be sure the thicker side of the plenum spaces the front of the vehicle. The reason being is because this side's thinner. If it were to be any thicker, it would touch the hood, so you won't be able to close the hood right. So you want to make sure that the thicker side of the plenum is facing the front of the engine. Gasket on. Since we put that spacer on there, there's no gasket there. You want no vacuum leaks at all. Then it will sound like a raspy Honda. No. So now, hold on. The upper part of the intake plenum, you want to be very careful not to damage the gasket because it is very fragile and very expensive. So you want to be very careful of that. Once you have everything down, you're going to put your hoses together, and then we're going to tighten this down in the sequence shown on the computer.
So what are you doing?
We are now torquing down the plenums to crush the gasket. You want to torque them down evenly. Make sure that they're torqued down right. Make sure that...
What pounds of torque?
5 foot-pounds.
I didn't hear a click.
You're gonna go all around and then you come back and click it.
Okay. So basically right now you just snug tighten them and then you're gonna
Leave them alone.
Great. I'm learning, y'all. Chris is doing a very awesome job. And I want everybody to know at Brennan that Chris is awesome.
We're now torquing down everything, of course, in the pattern shown. We'll make sure that everything's right.
We're now putting on the 75mm throttle body.
I'm gonna say the 2 bolts.
I gotta hand them the 2 bolts. Hold on. We just placed the new throttle body on. We're tightening it up. And okay, lastly, this is the last thing that we pulled out. This is the air intake. Well, this little thing right here, it actually supposed to give it back pressure or something like that. Well, I had to go with a straight pipe, so we have to stop right here because I have to replace this part here. So part 2 is coming soon, so check it out. All in all, we had to stop. At the end of the day, you have to see part 2. So thanks for watching, and my G35 is slowly coming. I really want to get this to the paint shop, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to drop it off at the paint shop in time. It all depends if everything goes smoothly with the air intake. I wasn't expecting to get an air intake, so I had to get one. So anywho, we'll see if I can get it to the paint shop before I leave. But at the end of the day, we'll see. But thanks for watching and stay tuned for part 2.